Guys, welcome back. This is your weekly episode of NFL Gimme Props. I'm your host, Luke Shuey, aka the Prop Master, and I'm back after a couple weeks off. Had a lot going on with the family, but I am ready to lock in every single game. Going to give out at least one free pick, hot take, ride or die, parlay, possibly a little beer shower. You never know what's going to happen in this show. I'm excited. We're about to dive in. Transparency is key. I'm locked and loaded this week to take down the books with you guys. Let's dive in. Gimme Props starts now. Game one on the books here. It is my Green Bay Packers versus the New York Giants. As you can see, diehard fans since I was a kid. We got a Brett Favre autographed jersey waiting to be hung up in the studio. I'm excited about it. Studio's finally coming to fruition. Got Wylu's sign. Got a couple jerseys in stock waiting to be hung. We're locked and loaded anyways. It's a Packers game. They have to win here, coming off two very tough losses. Matt LaFleur, his offensive play calling is on the hot seat in this one. You know what that means, though? This is a challenge game. If the Packers lose their third straight game against this Giants roster, I got a beer shower coming my way. I'll crack a 6-pack on our live Monday or Thursday show and pour it all over my head. Some of it might go in my mouth. You know, we're not going to waste 6 beers. I'm from Wisconsin. That's a sin. Anyways, Packers better win or I'm taking a beer shower. Free pick in this game. It's got to be Romeo Doubs. Yes, he's a little banged up, had a chest injury, but he's by far the Packers' most consistent wideout. Great hands. Jordan Love looks to him consistently. His line's 49.5 yards. He's going over in this game. I expect him to have 6+ catches for about 60+ yards. So that's Romeo Doubs over 49.5, and let's avoid the beer shower. Next game on the docket, we have the Washington Commanders heading to Miami to take on the Dolphins. A couple weeks ago, I would have thought this was the worst game on the slate. Miami's flipped the script. Mike McDaniels, he's responded on the hot seat. 2 massive wins over the last 3 weeks. They beat Atlanta 34-10 a couple weeks ago. And last week, we all saw them whoop ass against the Buffalo Bills. I don't know if anyone saw that coming. They won 30-13 handily in that game. In this matchup, I'm only looking one way for player props. This is a simple target. It's got to be running back Devon Achane or Achane, however you want to pronounce it. I am going with Achane. Take over 78.5 rushing yards. And it matches numerically, too. The Commanders allowed 226 yards on the ground last week to Detroit. That is a ton. I mean, that's more than some offenses almost get in a week, especially if you're looking at Justin Fields on a couple of performances he's had this year. Anyways, what did Achane do last week? Against the Bills, he had 22 carries, 174, and 2 tutties against Buffalo. If Miami wants to keep this winning streak going and win another, and maybe, McDaniels gets off the hot seat, it's going to be on the ground. It's going to be with Devon Achane. Go over 78.5 yards. I love this play. First one of the show. Book it, baby. Got the Carolina Panthers versus the Atlanta Falcons. In Atlanta, NFC South matchup. It's a contrarian play for me. Falcons are 3.5-point favorites. The public is going to say, look at the Falcons' contrasting defense. They are the 29th rushing defense. They allow a ton of yards on the ground. Rico Dowdle is going to slash them, go nuts on the ground. That's what everybody thinks. He didn't do that last week, and Atlanta has the number 1 passing defense, so everyone's like, oh, fade Bryce Young. Young doesn't do anything through the air, has only thrown for 200+ yards once this season. He's averaging just 121 passing yards per game over the last 3. Honestly, that's high school numbers. Bryce is better than that. He's going to step up. I disagree with the public on this play. It's a contrarian one for me. Atlanta might very well control the clock this game and play with a lead. That would only help our play here. I like Bryce Young to air it out a little more than people think. Take over 163.5 passing yards. The books post an over line here. I'm looking at the over. Trust the number. Get comfortable being uncomfortable, and I'll see you at the window. Next game on the card, it's Baker Mayfield. It's Josh Allen. Bucks versus Bills. Bounce back spot for both teams coming off losses to the Patriots and Dolphins. Neither team looked great last week. I expect both to perform better this week, and I'm going to be quick with this one. Back Josh Allen to take care of the ball in a must-win game at home. It's simple. That's all I'm doing here. Take under 1/2 interception. It's slightly juicy, sitting at -150 right now, but I love the line, and it's a great look. He's projected to have just a 30% chance of throwing an interception in this game. According to my analytics, that's a great value spot. I know some people don't love betting interceptions. I've had success with it over the last couple of years. I'm doing it again here. I like that value all day. Enough said. I mentioned it a couple of weeks ago, trying to grow my social media followings. So I love you guys. Appreciate the follow. You can find me on Instagram at whyloseprops, or I'm new to X and new to Twitter, not new to the game. It's at PropMasterLuke. Hit me up on Twitter in the DMs. I'll hook you up with a little certain special that you won't get anywhere else. So find me on X and Twitter. Appreciate you guys. On to the next. Texans versus Titans, AFC South matchup. Houston is coming off the Davis Mills miracle comeback against Jacksonville. It's probably a letdown spot if you're going to look to bet the spread here. Titans are catching 5.5 points. It opened at about 7, down to 5.5. I like that value. Probably going to bet Tennessee in this game. But for a prop, Houston should score in this game. I like Woody Marks anytime touchdown. He should get in the end zone here. He's a stud rookie. I've really liked the way Marks looks both out of the backfield, running the ball and receiving. I don't care how he gets in the end zone, just get in the end zone, Woody. And it's a strong line here. Books see him scoring today. It's at plus 110, so almost even money. Give me the plus money all day for a big winner in this sleeper of a game. Not many people are going to watch Davis Mills versus Cam Ward, but I'm tuning in for Woody Marks.
3-point spread winners posted daily on whylose.com. That's the letter Y, LOSC.com.
Chicago Bears at Minnesota Vikings, Caleb Williams, JJ McCarthy, NFC North battle. You got to love it. I actually love points to be scored in this game. I'd say a few years ago, a couple matchups ago, actually a lot of the most recent matchups, I would take the under in this game. Complete flip here. I think both defenses have struggled a bit. Both offenses are young, talented. I like points to be scored. Books do too. And there's no cold weather concerns here. They're playing inside. Go over 48.5 points as a lean in this game. But I'm the prop master. We always have a top prop look for you. I love Aaron Jones. I know him well from his time in Green Bay. Showtime Aaron Jones is elusive. I like his combo yardage in this game. So that's a combo of rushing and receiving. Line's currently at 76.5. I think he has a bunch of big chunk yardage gains against this Chicago Bears defense. I don't care if it's running. I don't care if it's receiving. He's going to get it done. I think he has about 90-plus yards from scrimmage in this game. Again, it's Aaron Jones over 76.5 combo stat yardage. And book the over, baby. Bengals versus Steelers, AFC North matchup. This is just two teams with a great rivalry. And honestly, one of my most favorite storylines of the week. Guys, it's Aaron Rodgers. It's Joe Flacco. I wouldn't have thought they'd be playing at the start of the year, but they are the second oldest QB duo matchup in NFL history. And the best part about this, they already matched up once this year, and it was a performance for everybody to watch. They threw for a combined 600 yards and 7 touchdowns, both over age 40. You got to love it. I'm here for it again today. This time around, I think it's going to go a little bit differently. I still think both QBs play well, but I don't think there's going to be 60-some points in this game. And it's time for a fade spot. I've been giving you guys some overs. Time for a fade look. Steelers offense last week, horrendous against the LA Chargers, but I really like the way their defense is looking, specifically the secondary. It's coming together. They got Jalen Ramsey, Kyle Duggar, Darius Slay, a little banged up, but they look really good. I think they're only getting better, and they're veteran-led. So you got to love it. You got Watt and company up front causing havoc. So I think they're going to get in Joe Flacco's face enough with a pass rush, and they're good on the back end, that I think he's going to be rattled a little bit. I think Aaron at home, he's going to control the clock. You know how Aaron is. He eats the clock. He has the longest possessions in the NFL at times, super efficient. So I really don't think Flacco's going to be on the field as often and not able to get a clear pocket. I really do think it's going to be a little bit more messy for him. So all that to say, take Jamar Chase under 94.5 receiving yards. I really think they D up Jamar, make it tough on Flacco. My models have him going for less than 80 yards in this matchup. See you at the window. Let's be sharp. We got a good one here. It's the Chargers. It's the Jaguars. Kind of an up and down season for both teams. Chargers definitely look like a superior team in this game. If Davis Mills can throw for 300 yards and 2 touchdowns against the Jaguars, I think Justin Herbert can with his talented receiving trio. You got Ladd McConkey, Keenan Allen, Quentin Johnston. I mean, sign me up for a quarterback. If I could throw the ball like Herbert, trust me, I'd be in his shoes, loving life just like he is. Anyways, I love over 1.5 passing touchdowns for Herbert. He's cashed it a bunch this year. I think he's going to do it again. And Johnston, if you're looking for a second prop in this game, I actually do love Keenan Allen. He's one of my favorite players of all time, and I think he's going to have a big performance here. He just finally surpassed the Chargers' all-time receptions record. So he's got that off his back, and he's just going to break loose this game, take over 38.5 receiving yards, and his line's not posted yet for receptions. But if it's 3.5, 4.5, I would take both of those as well for bonus plays for Keenan Allen. But the pick of this game, Herbert over 1.5 pass touchdowns. We'll see you at the window with that. It's time for a little promo. Anyone that's watching this, typically, you probably know my day pass, $49, week pass, $99, month, $299, and DM me for anything longer. I'll hook you up with a special. But anyone watching this show, you can get 4 full weeks of NFL, max bets included, whale bets, monster bets, everything's included for one solid price, $99. Link in description, or Free Picks Telegram thread is also there for all my content. It's not just sales, it's free picks, it's good life topics. I talk about my real life. We're transparent, so talk about the L's, talk about the W's. Anyways, if you're here for VIP or here for free, I love you. It's a great community. We appreciate you. Cash with Justin Herbert. Pretty much America's game of the week here. Two awesome teams in the NFC West. Seahawks against the Rams. So we're going boomer bust. This is my boomer bust game of the week, where I try to be a little like the stock market. Who's a little overrated? Who's undervalued? Who's a buy low? Who's a sell high? I'll give you 2 picks in this game. Parlay them together. We're going to cash this ticket for a plus. Usually it's about a plus 220 to plus 250 value here. We did a couple weeks ago. We're going to do it again in this game. I love the game. Should be a lot of points, about 50, the books say. Could be almost 70 if you look at these offenses stats across the board. Darnold's played exceptionally well, and very quietly, Matt Stafford is my MVP. I mean, he should be the MVP if the season were to end today. It's not even a question, in my opinion. His Rams are 8-2, team's winning. He has 25 touchdowns, just 2 interceptions. Anyways, let's get to it. My boom play is Davante Adams. He's had 7+ targets now in 5 straight games with all the focus on Puka from Seattle's secondary. I really think Davante is going to find his way open. That's over 59.5 is his line for receiving yards. Despite him being limited in practice all week, I don't care. Davante's a gamer. Take the over. So that's my boom. And the bust is finally a Sam Darnold regression. He didn't have to pass last week as they beat the Cardinals. They beat their ass. It was like 44-10, ended 44-22 with some garbage time. That being said, Darnold's regressing. Rams defense is pretty good. They're going to lock in on JSN, force Darnold to his secondary targets, second and third read, where he's not as efficient. So take the under. That's Darnold under 252 passing yards. So again, recap the 2 picks. Davante over 59.5 receiving yards. Darnold under 252.5. It's about plus 230 odds. Cash that ticket. Love to see it.
If you like free picks and you want more, go ahead, thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you click the bell. This way you never miss a free pick from the team at whylose.com.
A little bit of an intriguing game here as well. We've got the San Francisco 49ers heading to Arizona to take on the Cardinals, another division matchup. If you can't tell, it's divisional football this week. Rivalries across the board. I love it. It keeps things exciting. All eyes going to be on the return of Brock Purdy this week. It's going to pay dividends. This will likely be a VIP prop for me here. I'm taking Jawan Jennings, receiver for the Niners, over 39.5 receiving yards. Lock this in as soon as you can. As soon as you listen to this, lock it in. Books are going to adjust to Purdy's history with Jennings over the last couple of years. They have great chemistry. And you'll see Ricky Pearsall is listed as questionable to return from his leg injury. I don't care if he's back or not, because he's going to be limited on snaps and he's not going to be 100%. So regardless of his status, this is a play for me. I love it. Play it no matter what. It's Jennings over 39.5 receiving yards. I honestly think he could double that line. Lock it in, book it, book that shit, cash it, see you at the window. What was that? More divisional football? That's right. Baltimore Ravens versus the Cleveland Browns. Ravens are over a touchdown favorite here against Cleveland for good reason. Ravens started the year 1-5. It's kind of one of the most interesting storylines. Lamar Jackson was hurt. Looked like they're finally having a bad year. He comes back. They're on a 4-game win streak, and now they're favorites, or they're actually minus money to make the playoffs. So Baltimore's a scary team. I wouldn't want to face them in the playoffs. They've rattled off 4 straight. I think it's going to be 5 straight here. They're getting healthy. They're getting scary. This is a prop I really, really like this week. I expect them to crush the Browns, which means playing with a lead, which means feeding the king, Derrick Henry. So take over 17.5 rushing attempts and sprinkle on his yardage too, which is 75.5. I think he cruises over both of these lines. We ride with King Henry in this game. I think he absolutely pounds the shit out of the rock in this game. He should have 20 plus carries. In fact, over the last 4 games, they've won each one. He's averaging 21 carries per game. The dude's a beast. Feed him. Feed him and you win. That's a recipe for success. They're doing it again this week. That's over 17.5 carries. Book it. We've got Patrick Mahomes versus Bo Nix. Kansas City Chiefs, Denver Broncos. Going to be a great football game with the 8-2 Broncos being called frauds. Everyone's saying, oh, the Broncos are frauds. They played a lot of close games, a couple of games they shouldn't have won. And honestly, their offenses looked like shit at times. So despite that, I think they have a great defense with a sketchy offense. So can Bo Nix figure it out with Sean Payton? Absolutely. They can dial it in. But right now, offense is sketchy and I'm backing the defense. They're the number 2 team in the NFL at limiting opponent completion percentage, allowing just 57% of passes to hit the target. I like Mahomes to not hit his number today. Yes, he's one of the best to ever do it, but I'm going under his completions. It's an underline by the books. We're going under 23.5 in this game. I think it's going to be much more of a defensive battle than people expect. It is your Sunday night football, Carrie Underwood special, ride or die. Lions versus Eagles, possibly the NFC Championship preview. 2 amazing teams here. I'm excited to watch this one, and that's why we make it the ride or die.
Ride or die, remember?
All you guys have to do is comment book it below. If this prop I give you cashes, someone's getting $200 out of my own bank account. One lucky person. I'd love to give it to all you, but I got to keep winning bets and keep this thing going so I can dish out more free money to you guys. We hit our ride or die a couple weeks ago, and we're gonna hit it again tonight. I have this weekend. I'm recording Thursday. We're gonna hit it Sunday night. I love this prop, guys. We smacked the Lions and Drake May in a parlay last week for a 100-star monster bet. I'm loving Detroit again in this spot. And specifically, I like Jahmyr Gibbs in the passing game, over 20.5 receiving yards. Detroit should have to pass a lot in this game. It could be an up and down game, could be behind at times, or even if they're winning, they're always throwing the ball in play action. So I like the passing attack here. Gibbs, I think he cashes this in the first half. He could cash in just 1 catch, a couple of check down passes. Either way, it's a top look. I expect him to get this done by early 3rd quarter. Take Jahmyr Gibbs over 20.5 receiving yards, and I want to dish someone $200, ride or die. Best bets, baby. What's the best bet of the show? It's the Ravens. I am a Ravens guy. I think they're a bye team the rest of the season. They look good. They're only getting better. Defense getting healthier. All that to say, it's Derrick Henry time. It's one of my favorite props of the week. Could be on my VIP card, and that's why it's a best bet. Take Derrick Henry over 17.5 carries. As I said, he's covered this in all 4 of their last 4 games. All 4 wins, 21 carries per game in that stretch. Enough said. Cash it. Best bet. Take it to the window. Oh, mama, la, 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 la. You guys didn't think I'd let you go without a little pizza money parlay, did I? We got 6 picks. I got 6 winners lined up. Let's cash it for a large plus money winner. Backwards hat for this boy. What do we call it? Pizza money parlay, or a little bit of prop lock it, drop it. Prop lock it, drop it. That's right. We're going to lead the way. Josh Allen, under 1/2 interception. He's not throwing a pick in this home game. Must-win performance against the Bucs. Next on the list, Justin Jefferson, Vikings. A couple of these are going to be alt lines. So you should be able on every single major book to take an alt line. So it's Justin Jefferson, 60-plus receiving yards. Below that, we're going Eagles Sunday night, Devontae Smith, 40 plus receiving yards. I hope it comes down to that play because we are cashing the shit out of that one. 40 plus for Devontae. He's been on fire. Bo Nix, we're taking one under here. It's Bo Nix under 220.5 passing yards. I think Steve Spagnuolo makes it pretty tough on him. He's going to dial it up against the youngster. So under 220.5. Josh Jacobs, Packers, 70 plus rushing yards. LaFleur, he's going to let Jordan Love release it. He's got to let him gunsling. But man, the key to their offense is Jacobs. 70 plus rush yards. Love that take against New York in a game they should win. Below that, last play, Aaron Rodgers over 1.5 passing touchdowns. He cashed this against the Bengals a couple weeks ago. He had 4 touchdowns in that game. They don't have a great running attack in the red zone, so I like him to get 2+ touchdowns in this game. Add all those together, that's 6 plays, 6 hopeful dubs, plus 1435 on the odds. That's 14 times your money. Let's cash it. Let's prop, lock it, drop it. Bang. That's it, guys. We did week 11. We did every single game, multiple free picks in some, but a free pick or 2 or parlay in every single game. Tried to do it with minimal fluff. Of course, we got to have a little fluff, little beer, little shit talk, but all that in about 20 minutes. Hope you guys have a beautiful Sunday. Just want to say thank you. Honestly, I do this because of you guys, for the free picks, for the content. I want to cash with you guys. It's all about the community. It's all about love, good energy. And again, have a good Sunday. Cash some tickets. Spend time with family and friends. We're only here for so long, so make it count.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I cut my